Welcome back, Towners. Today we're going to do a barbecue meal prep. Let's get it. Alright guys, to start off this recipe here, we have some tofu. We cut the tofu lengthwise. I guess this will be horizontally. We cut up in 3 pieces and then placed it on a pizza pan with holes in it. The holes there for airflow, but we're going to use that to help drain them. We put them on a paper towel and put another paper towel on top of it. Then we placed the napkin over top of it, placed it on a bowl, and then put some weight over it to put for the tofu to drain itself, and basically use the holes for the water to drip down into the bottom of the pan to help it not keep wet. Then we took a knife and cut it into strips. On the second piece of tofu that we had, we basically cut this one vertically, basically the opposite of the way that we had the other one, and cut it into strips that way. That one was a lot easier to work and handle the tofu, and the slices came out nicer looking. We did the same process, basically put a paper towel on top of it, put some weight on it, and let that go for about 20 minutes. And that's how we drained all the liquid out of the tofu. Then we took all of the tofu and placed it into a plastic bag, along with the pieces that we cut previously, and went ahead and seasoned this up with some of our Cooking with the Town 2 Cajun blackening seasoning. I probably should have seasoned this while it was still, after I took the paper towel off of it. It would have been easier to manage and everything, but I didn't. We then hit it with some liquid aminos. You can also use soy sauce. And then we hit it with some G. Hughes teriyaki marinade. Then went ahead and closed the bag up, and we couldn't really shake this up or anything like we would normally do to get the seasoning to coat. So we tried to basically open the bag back up and just move some of the pieces around to coat some of them and get the seasoning as best as we could. But basically just let it go and use the liquid from the soy sauce and liquid aminos and the marinade to coat that. And we popped it in the refrigerator and let it go for about an hour while we were cooking the rest of our meats. And we just let that marinate. This is how it looked after it came out of the bag after an hour. We went in and popped this in the oven for 350 degrees. About at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, and then we just let that go. Now here we are lighting up the grill, getting everything started. We used our chimney starter. I like using a chimney starter because it's quick and easy to use, and you don't have to use any lighter fluid or anything. Just ball up some newspaper or paper and stuff it into the bottom of the pan of the chimney starter. There's a metal grate separating the top and the bottom. Just stuff it with newspaper at the bottom, pour in the charcoal at the top, light the newspaper, and just let it go. If you may need to add newspaper more than once just to get it started, but once it's started, it's good to go. After we got it going, the coals were white. We put some more charcoal over top of that to let that heat the grill up. And then we cleaned it off after about 10 minutes of heating up the grill grates. She cleaned off the grill, and now we're ready to add our meat to it. For the meat that we added, we have 3 different types of meat that we're cooking. Basically, at the bottom, closer to the camera, there's some bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. In the middle, what you see there are some chicken legs or drumettes. And the top of the screen, the far right, are some pork chops. We basically are just slowly adding the meat to the grill, trying to get everything uniform and to position everything so that it'll fit on the grill. And just loaded it up all the way full. It was 100% full. We put a little bit of the extra meat that we had on the top grate that you can see here. Pork chops that wouldn't fit. At the bottom, we just put those over top. On the right side of the grill was it wasn't that many charcoals over there, so that's why we just let that go. Basically low and slow. This is what the whole grill looked like once it was full. We came back to the meat after about 15 minutes, and to flip them over, You can see right there, close to the middle, but lower front left side of it is where some of that meat is a bit darker, and that's where it got hot. You got a hot spot right there on the charcoal. So we basically we didn't have enough room to move everything around, so we just put that meat up top on the top rack and just left a hole where the charcoal was, where the heat was hottest coming from, and then just close the grill up and let it cook a little bit longer for about another 20-30 minutes until that hot spot went away. Then we moved everything back around, just kept coming back to it every 20 minutes or so to check it, but it only took about an hour to cook this chicken. The heat wasn't that high. It mellowed out at about 300 degrees, 325. So it was a good low and slow cook. This is what all of the chicken looked like, along with the pork chops, after we finished grilling everything up. No sauce needed. Or seasoned well without the sauce. But if you wanted to use sauce, you can definitely use some sugar-free barbecue sauce and add it at that point. After the meat was done, we went ahead and cleaned off the grill grates again, and then went ahead and added on our tofu. We basically just placed all of the tofu on the grill angle, try to get some grill marks on them after they come out of the oven. Once we got some grill marks on them, we flipped them over and then just basically stacked all of the tofu to the side, and then loaded the grill up with some of our vegetables. Some zucchini and squash. While the meat was cooking, we worked on the rest of the vegetables that we were cooking with this. We cooked some asparagus and some cabbage, some cauliflower mac and cheese, and some what else did we cook? Cabbage, asparagus, cauliflower mac and cheese, and the zucchini and the zucchini and squash. Here's what our zucchini looked like after it finished cooking. The charcoal had died down a bit at this point, so it was easy to work the zucchini in. Here's a picture of my son tearing up one of the chicken legs.
What do you think about it? How's the chicken? How's the chicken, Shaden?
Good.
It's too good to talk?
Mm-hmm.
Is it nice and juicy?
Mm-hmm.
Crispy on the outside?
Mm-hmm.
Well seasoned?
Mm-hmm. I'm eating a pretend lollipop.
It's a chicken lollipop.
At that point, we had finished cooking all of the meals. Here are some close-ups of the meal preps that we made. We made a lot. I didn't realize how much that we made, but we made a lot of plates here. Here we have just all of the plates are all mixed up, but I have them organized. A lot of the people ordered five meals each. One person ordered 7 meals. But we have the little burger patties that you see there. Those are some vegetarian veggie burgers. And there we have some tofu. We just intertwined the vegetables. We have one person that did vegan. The person that did vegan, we gave them veggie burgers, tofu, cabbage, asparagus, and the zucchini and squash. Just intertwined the vegetables, mix and match the vegetables. The person that did vegetarian, we gave them veggie burgers, tofu, asparagus, zucchini and squash, and some cauliflower mac and cheese. And then the two people who, well, it was more than one, but that was the original order that we had. We had the two other people ordered regular keto meals, and we gave them a mixture of mixture of chicken and pork chops, along with the vegetables of the asparagus, zucchini, squash, cabbage, and the cauliflower mac and cheese. And making all of these meals, I mean, it was, wasn't wasn't that bad. It was just not me still trying to figure out how much food that I have to buy. After I bought all the food and everything, I thought that I'd have enough for us to eat off as well, but that wasn't wasn't the case. I pretty much cooked everything we had during the meal prep, and these little containers here, they hold a lot of food. And here's a mixture of all of them that we had. This is about 32 of the orders that we have here, but it was still about 10 more that we made that weren't pictured. Now after we finished cooking everything, I realized that I had to cook for the house, so I went ahead and went back to the store and got some more meat. I ended up getting some more chicken legs, some chicken thighs, some hamburger meat, as well as some. I had to throw in some homies on the grill, you know that, and some beef hot dogs, as well as some smoked sausages. And there's some additional chicken legs that were up there. I ended up cooking these also, and after I finished cooking these, and I posted pictures online of the other food, some more people hit me up asking if they could get some of the barbecue as well. So I ended up basically working that in also with the meals.
All right, guys, we done. We done grilled 2 sets of full packed grilling sessions. The first one's for the meal prep, for the people who was meal prepping for the week. This one is the ones for the house. But we are done. Got food for the week for us also. I just probably continue to just make sides throughout the week. But I got all the meat and everything done. So we good. I'll bring you a hot dog, baby. All right. All right, we up. Okay, baby.
So all in all, we ended up making a total of 42 meals this time, and this is the meal prepping. It's a different experience, but it's cool to do. If anyone has any comments or questions, please feel free to hit us up in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy.
Enjoy. And please subscribe. Enjoy.
Hey Towners, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. All ingredients and directions are listed in the description box below each video. And as always, thank you guys for watching.